I would get 20% of that. Then as 3 more days goes by and we get into the, 25th on my calendar, you've now rotated back down to the bottom. You see that blue's up at the top, and now my guy Jim is in the blue area. If he landed in the 500 spot or the $40 or the $400 spot or whatever the number is, because it calculates out based on volume. But let's just say he lands in the 500 spot. I get 20% of that. Every 3 days, it shows up in my account. So you can see the power of this. You started someone out at $10, they can start at 100 if they want, but for $10 they get in, you're going to get paid 6 times on them in 1 month. It's that simple. You just learn the whole thing. And I did the extended version. So I'm going to step on to the next slide here. And what you see happening here, this is a little bit of an overview. I wanted to put this slide in here because this will be posted later on. And it just basically recaps what we did. And what I want you to look at here on the slide presentation is that first slide at the top left was the first slide I showed. Then the second one in the middle there, and then the one on the bottom. You can see what happened is that the purple moved to the middle, the green moved to the top. Then as I moved down, the purple went to the very top, the green moved down to the bottom. So you can see real simple how this works. And it keeps going and expanding as more and more people come in the program, or as just the mathematics happen with the program. But remember what's happening here is you got somebody in so easily that you're already building your global profit pool. You didn't do anything other than bring somebody into Spinfinity. You're already building a profit pool again in this other program. And then the Infinity, which we'll talk about in a couple of days, you're building a third commission structure over there. You didn't do anything. You get paid on the same people, the same way. You don't have to learn a bunch of different math, a bunch of different complexities. It's just simple. So I'm going to jump into a little bit more and break this out a little more detail, like I said. Normally, you don't have to go through all this, but let's go through every detail of it, and that way there's not any questions and people get it. It's that simple. And again, we're going to do a shorter version of this. It'll be about a 2 or 3 minute condensed version that people could just watch it. They don't get bored. They don't get tired. Bam, bam, bam. And then we'll also keep this longer one on for people who want a little bit more information, want the detail, and really want to study the program. And then what will happen as we do the second and third parts of this, you will have access to both the short edited version of Spinfinity and the full version. Then you'll have the short version of the Go Global Profit Pool, and then you'll have the longer version. You'll have also access to the shorter version of Infinity and the longer version. So that way you can watch it real quickly. If you want to spend more time, you can watch them all. It's a real nice way to set it up so people understand how they get paid in all 3 systems. This gets into, as we move forward, I'm talking about how simple it is to get paid multiple times. The math on this is so simple. Remember, we're not talking about how many dollars you get paid or how much you're making on this. What we are talking about is the math. The math is the math is the math. It's very simple, the way this operates. So if you want to get paid 20 times a month, 50, 100, 1,000, it's obtainable. These are not unobtainable numbers. They're very, very easy to get to. So with this, what I'm showing here is a really simple layout of the power of Spinfinity. And just a couple of bullet points at the top there is, as you begin to bring others into Global One, you are creating your immediate social profit pool. That means that the people you bring in are attached to you. Again, it doesn't matter when you brought them on, today, tomorrow, next week, next year. They're always attached to you as you being the person who referred them. Remember, you're also, every time they go through the Spinfinity system, you're getting paid every time they land in a money position, which is every 3 days, and then they rotate into the bottom, which doesn't pay, and then they go into the middle, and then the top every 3 days. So what ends up happening is you get 2, 3, 4 people going in here. You're starting to get paid multiple times. Well, guess what happens? Your people are starting to be smattered throughout the 2 payout sections, the cash payout zones. You're starting to see some really nice 20% matching coming in. Very, very simple. So for this example, what I did is I just took a sample of you referring 3 friends. There isn't any, we don't have any referring. Keep in mind, there's no refer requirements. You work at your own pace. Refer as you like. It doesn't matter to us. People are going to be doing great numbers. There already are. People who are busy with work and they may have a little less time. It doesn't matter. But as you start bringing people in, it's going to motivate you because you're going to start seeing these extra 20% matching bonuses, not only in Spinfinity, but you start seeing it in the Go Global and then the Infinity side of stuff too. All at the same time. You're building them simultaneously. All you're doing is one thing, and you're building all 3 of those. So in this example, what we did is that if you remember when I talked about early on, we had the 10, 25, 50, 75, and $100 level. The $100 level is called a platinum. And you can come in at that level right off the bat. You don't have to start at any particular levels. What ends up happening is you have better qualifications at the platinum level. And what it does is it basically fully qualifies you for all your matching bonuses, which means that as a platinum member, you get paid not only on everybody you refer, you get paid on everyone they refer, 20% on everyone they refer. You get paid 20% on everyone they refer. You get paid 20% on everyone they refer, and you get paid 20% on everyone they refer. I'll show you some math here in a second. You're gonna be blown away by this. So we're gonna start simple here. So what is happening is that you brought 3 friends in. That means you're gonna get paid 6 times a month matching bonus, 20% matching bonus on them. That means you're getting 18 payouts in 1 month on 3 people. Pretty simple math. Now what we've done is we expanded it. Those 3 people went out and got 3. Again, just simple math. I could have chose any number. I could have chose 2. I could have chose 5. I could have chose 50. We're just trying to show how the system works and how it expands for you. And because you're a platinum, you now qualify not only on your referrals, but all of their referrals. So what you see here is that second line is your 3 referred 3. That's 9 times the 6 payouts a month. You're getting paid 54 times. In addition to the 18 on your first social profit pool. You're getting paid 72 times a month just by bringing in 3 people. And we have one guy, just a great example. We have one guy who's a really nice gentleman, and he brought in a couple of people, but one of his person already has 2,000 people in the downline. He's going to be making money off it. But one person. He's going to get paid thousands of times by one person because you never know who you're going to get in your downline who's going to be a shaker and a mover. But even the simple people can bring stuff in. Or excuse me, not I didn't mean to say it that way. Even the people who are not professionals, the people who have jobs, who have families, it's still really easy for them. And when you see the businesses that are attached to this, that's what we started with first. It was business first. How do we compensate people the best way we can second? So you're going to be proud of your businesses. This is just the icing on the cake at the end of the day. So you can see what happens here. We'll go to the next slide, and all of a sudden, bam, there you go. See how it extended out there? We're looking at the next tier there. So those 3 referred 3. So now you have those. I should be So it should have been 9. I think I got a math problem here, guys. We'll make that adjusted on the recorded version. So you now have 27 people in your 3rd generation out from you. In addition to the 9 who are just in front of the 3 people you referred, you get paid 162 times on that group. 20% of 162 paychecks. 20%. That's 234 times a month. You're starting to see how easy this works for you. I'm going to go right through the next one because I think you got it. Here's the next one here. All 3 of those refer 3. So what ends up happening now, you have 81. And you multiply that times the 6 payouts a month, you're getting paid 486 times just in your first 30 days. But remind you that that's just on that generation. You're getting paid 720 times total. And you see as the little dots there, little smiley faces start accumulating. That's what's happening in your downline. Again, it doesn't matter how many you refer. It just happens. It just what happens in your group starts happening. It starts happening naturally. This right here feeds your other 2 businesses. You don't have to do anything else. You don't even have to learn the other comp plans if you don't want to. You're just going to get paid on them anyway, but you don't have to learn them if you don't want to. Step on to the next one here. Now here's your 5th generation. So you see what happens is that just by the math, you're getting paid 2,178 times with this simple math that I did. You can run it out as far as you want. You can retract it back. As a matter of fact, the next slide I'm going to show you what happens just with 1 referring 1. Again, all we're taking is simple math. We had to give a demonstration of some sort, no dollar signs here or anything of that nature. Just you can get excited about the sheer numbers of what's happening. Pretty simple stuff, pretty easy stuff. This is the slide I want to tell you about. It's really doing the same thing, but what it's done, instead of showing you kind of in the bubbles that are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, I wanted to show you what happens more in a lateral way, where if you are someone who's not very active but you get involved in the program, that's that first column there where you see the first 6 there. That's if you referred 1 person. That's that very, very first position there where it says your referrals, profit pool 1. That person goes out and brings in 1 person. You're getting paid another 6 times. This is, again, if you're at the at our platinum level, and then what it does is it just tiers back a generation for each level down you are. So even if you're a 10 or a $10 person, you still get 20% matching on all the people you bring in. You just don't get it on the next generation. So it gives you a good reason to upgrade. You're gonna be making more money and the whole bit. And that'll be in more detail when we release this on the the adapted version. It'll be on the web for you guys to view. So getting back to the first couple of the first row there. So the third one there, you another 6 in the fourth, and then you have the next one on that fifth profit pool. You're getting paid 30 times just from one person referring one person. 20% of 30 people's paychecks. I don't know about your office, but you know what? Most offices don't pay on other people's checks. We pay 20%. So we went ahead and extended it out on just what two doing two. Simple math again. It'd be 12 on the first people you brought in because they're getting paid 6 times, times 2. Carry that across. Just by 2 referring 2, you're getting paid 372 times. 20% of 372 people's checks. The next one is the 3 do 3. You can see the numbers the same that we showed in our earlier example. You can carry it as far as you want. The math is easy. We did a platinum who referred 5 people who referred 5. You get paid 23,000 times. The math really gets up there. But again, keep it simple. Just start with one person. See how simple it is, then you get your second, and you're going to be amazed at what happens here in just really, really short amount of times. And that's it. Like I said, I extended this out as far as I can, made it as simple as possible, but I bet most of you got this in about one slide, in about 30 seconds. You got it. The math doesn't take long to get either. So this is it. This is Spinfinity, and its simplicity is why it's so brilliant. So with that, we will be stopping this recording here, and we will be ready for the next one, where we'll teach you about the second and the third parts of the payout comp plan, and then we'll start telling about all the businesses that you'll have available to you. We're also really excited about telling you about the humanitarian trust that will the Global One will be helping save lives all around the world. Phenomenal stuff. This is far different than any other charitable you've ever seen. A lot of people talk about doing charity and giving to certain charities. You're going to see in real time what's happening. There will be video cameras. There'll be doctors who will be giving endorsements and testimonials. There will be all sorts of documentation on just what's happening. Also, we'll be able to break it down to not only what your money's doing to help people around the world to the person, but we'll also be able to break it down to what the entire Global One group is doing. And when you see how big and how much great stuff you're doing with just pennies of yours being donated, you are going to be blown away. And then again, we'll talk about the outside products and services that we'll be feeding. These are other businesses that I own and operate through different alliances and investments I've made and so forth. We will have some of the most amazing products that you as a Global One member don't even need to participate in. These are products that will be on the shelves of your Walmarts, your CVS's, your 7-Elevens, different. And some of the stuff is not even in the market. It's stuff that will change. For instance, the dairy industry, a global dairy industry. Cows and milk are precious around the world, and we have a product that is going to just do things that are incredible for that environment. You don't have to worry about that. I'm taking part of my profits, and I'm going to put them back into the overall Go Global profit pool, so you're making money on outside money coming in that you didn't have anything to do with in a sense, but you're going to participate in the profits from it. That's what this business is building. It's a complete circular motion of every aspect of this business is thought out. So you have not only an easy way to get involved and make money, you're going to be making a lot more money than any other company we know about, because I don't know a lot of networking companies or direct sales companies that bring in multiple income streams outside of any efforts you do. And we're talking about billion-dollar markets, and when I say billion, they are billion-dollar markets. Some people know about this. I know they're smiling right now, because when you hear about what they are, the profits on those are going to be incredible. The life-changing things that are going to be happening with these products and services, those profits are going right back into your profit pool. You share in that, and everybody has a better life, a better world, and we're helping people all over the place. So I'm going to leave it at that, and I really appreciate all the thousands of people that came on the call tonight. As a matter of fact, we've maxed out our calls 2 times in a row. And we're talking about many, many thousands of people. So thank you. Hopefully this really sets you up on the next stage where you can start getting some more of those people in. We're getting close, people, and we're not much long on the founders either. So we're going to be we'll give you plenty of warning on that, but it's not far out before the founders is going to be full. And once we close the founders, no more. The founders are going to be very glad that they got in early and made that choice. So again, everyone, thank you very much. And with that, we are over and out. Bye-bye.